Thank you for joining me today. I'll wait a bit for a couple more people to join. We are talking about meme coins and how to find them. So we are basically looking at the 10x potential of meme coins. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. My name is Danny Legend, and that is the brand name for my channel and for what I do in crypto. So if you are new here, kindly hit the subscribe button, and then let's talk about meme coin trading. You can also join my WhatsApp and my Telegram channel. Undervalued crypto, you can find it. So thank you for joining. I see one person is online at the moment. We probably give it about 3 more minutes to see that more people have joined, and then we take it from there. Believer, yeah, thank you, thank you. He says I enjoy your content. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, what is the time where you are at the moment? What's the time where you are? What's the time where you are at the moment? For those who are new, you can share the link. Right. Sorry. Okay. So 7:30. Okay. All right. All right. So you can share the link with your friends. So we start looking at some meme coins and how to find the gems out there. Zoran says hello from Croatia. Oh, nice. Are you on the WhatsApp group, or you're just a subscriber? She's from Croatia. Is it Zagreb? Are you in Zagreb? Much love to all of you, Jesus warriors. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Walter, it's 9:31. Okay, so you are 2 hours. You are at GMT plus two. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. You are in Split. Oh, okay. All right. So we are talking about meme coins and how to find them. Rage, Rage, Rajidits. Did I pronounce the name well? Rajidits. He says, he's like, yeah, Salami. Hi, Ojong. Oh, how I love to know how to. Yeah. Today we are going to talk about them. Meme coin finds, 10x meme coins. And I'm going to share my screen with you. And then we look through the coins that are just launching out, the low cap gems. Like I said, it's always very important that we jump in on coins that are already low cap. Because by the time I realize that by the time most of us have heard of the coins, they've already made a million market cap. Now, how do we spot these coins when they have just 10K? How can we make 100x? Right. Um, let's keep the likes up. Give a thumbs up on the video if you just joined. I really appreciate that, so the algorithm can share to other people that want to learn about how to spot the meme coins, how to avoid the scams. Now, I put on my WhatsApp page. If you are not on WhatsApp, the link is in this description. I put on the channel that in this class we'll be covering some major things. Number one, we'll cover the framework for identifying promising meme coins before they pump. And then number two, we are going to look at the key metrics to look for beyond just hype and social media buzz. Okay. Hello and greetings to you, Fomoyui. Is that the name? Am I pronouncing it right? All right. What market cap did you buy Crepe? Crepe. I didn't get in Crepe early. I got in at 5 zeros and a 9, and then it made 6 0. It made 4 zeros and a 1. So I haven't really made much profit on Crepe because if I wish I could have heard of Crepe like mid August. All right, that was like 7 zeros at a time. Sorry. So that would have been a good like a buy point for me, but I didn't get in early. Justine says bless up. Osona BG from Cross River. Okay, did I pronounce it well? Good evening, Lucky. Do you have any thoughts on voting? Okay, I'm going to talk about that. My volume is low, really. Um, can you all hear me? Like, is it clear? Can you all hear me? Is it okay? Someone says my volume is low. Joe Hayes, is it okay? Okay. Volume is good. All right. Yeah. So these are the things I want to touch um, on this live stream. My framework. What do I look out for in identifying promising meme coins before I buy or before they pump? Number two, we'll be looking at the key metrics to look for beyond just hype and social media buzz, and how to manage extreme risk and protect your capital in the volatile meme coin market. I know how sometimes it gets tempting to think that every $10 you put in a coin should become 10K. Like there's that temptation, right? But how do we put ourselves in a space where we know that, okay, even if I have $10 and it becomes 100, I'm still content with $100. And then I move to other coins. I split that 100 in maybe 5 portions and get into other coins. So we're going to look at all those things. And number four, we're going to look at red flags and scams to avoid at all costs. How do I spot? If I see this, or that, I know this is a scam coin. I'm not going to put my money in it. We're going to look at all those things because I realize that a lot of people have lost millions of dollars in total to scam coins simply because they couldn't identify the things that they needed to pinpoint. Okay. And then the last one, we're going to have a question and answer session, a Q&A, where I'll be answering your burning questions. So any questions that you have, just ask, especially when we start looking at the screen and you see something like what is this thing? You know, how, let me understand it, right? And I'm going to explain. So before we start, I'm just going to read a couple of comments that I have here and then take a few shout outs. Okay, so the volume is good. All right, let's keep the likes up. Let's keep the likes up. Thank you so much. Um, what do you think about World Liberty Finance token launching tomorrow? Is it a good investment? So that is President Donald Trump's coin, right? That is launching tomorrow. Well, if I should judge based on track record, then I would say that it could do well. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this based on the track record that the Trump coin did well, right? It did like as high as $70, $80. Meanwhile, people bought it like $1, $2, $3. So if I should judge based on that track record, I would say that maybe it will do well, right? But remember, there's always a rule of thumb. Never invest an amount you cannot afford to lose. Don't say this is President Donald Trump, so I'm going to put my all in it. Still be careful. Okay, be safe. I don't want you come crying on the WhatsApp group that you put all your money in WLFI and then you lost it. So please put in only an amount you can afford to lose. Okay. So okay, he says it's low. Is the volume still low? Anything on imperfect coin, we might look at that. So one thing we can also do on this live session is that you guys can tell me about the coins that you're investing in, and then we look at the charts, and then I give my opinion based on the statistics. Can we do that? Should I take profits on baby wiki cat? Now, if you made 2x or 3x and you want to take out your initial capital, that's fine. Take it out if you are scared, right? Don't trade with scared money. Don't trade with scared money. So if you want to take out your your investment, maybe you put in $10, you made 30, and then you want to take out the $10 and keep the 20 running, that's fine. Because even if the market falls, you still have like extra net profit. Okay. So that's okay. Ike says hello. And then a believer says, recently started following and all your advice and calls looks good. I got in on Baby Wikicat today at 170. So I posted Baby Wikicat at 170K market cap. And when I woke up, someone was like, bro, I made back my money that I lost on Baby Wikicat. So I was really proud of him. And I was also proud of the fact that when I called it moments after, when I woke up, I posted around 12 a.m. when I was just about to sleep. And when I woke up, it had made about 2x, almost 2x, right? Just about 2x. So I was very excited that you guys got in on when I called. Yeah, I think, was it Samuel? Yeah, I think, yeah, it was Samuel. Yeah, Samuel was the one that drew my attention to the fact that Baby WikiCard had made some gains. He says, the coin has been consistently green. What is in it? Man, I don't know. But those of you who want to buy WikiCat, use Penny Wallet. That's like the fastest way because once you have USDT or BNB, you can just swap, right? Click two buttons and it swaps. But if you are using like MetaMask or you're using Trust Wallet, you'd have to confirm the transaction. Okay, so it will kind of give you a pop up, and then you now say yes. It gives you another pop up. You say yes, but then Penny Wallet swaps directly. But the difference is that Penny Wallet will charge you higher fees. Okay, just slightly higher than MetaMask and Trust Wallet will charge you. Okay, so Penny Wallet gives you the ease of buying coins at a higher cost, and then the MetaMask and Trust Wallet is not as easy to buy coins, even though yeah, it's easy for those who have experience, but they charge you lesser. All right. And then with Trust Wallet and MetaMask, you need to have BNB. But with Penny Wallet, you may just swap directly from USDT to whatever coin that you want to buy. Okay. Now we'll be looking at it. I just want to cover base and then we go into it. So Suleiman says, sure, I made more and I'm still holding. Yeah, for me, I'm still holding my baby WikiCat. I'm holding the father and then the son. So WikiCat and then baby WikiCat, I'm holding both, right? I feel like there's still much potential ahead. The coming bull run, we are all anticipating a coming bull run. So there are some coins you just don't want to sell off until maybe after 2025. Okay. Now, if you wait for the whole of 2025 and realize that the bull run didn't happen this year, then we might decide what to do with our investment. But as it stands, we are all waiting for the coming bull run. Okay, and we are guessing or estimating that it should happen in September or late October within this time space. If we don't see it at this time, I think that a lot of people will start withdrawing their money and the market might come down. That's just my opinion. Okay, so he says his coin has been consistently green and he doesn't know what's in it. Uh, Toshi, Curtis is saying Toshi, where can I buy Wika? Okay, I've answered that. Uh, I saw Baby Wikicat this morning and it's done 199% today. Yes, 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 yes. It's interesting. I think the timing was so on point. Someone says I bought it. Penny Wallet has been too slow. Yes, they are working on the upgrade. A lot of people are now using it, so it will take some time to step up a bit. But I'll recommend MetaMask, right? I wouldn't recommend Trust Wallet so much, even though it's good, because you can easily use Trust Wallet to buy Solana coins. You can use it to buy BSC coins. But the thing with Trust Wallet is that the hackers usually send fake coins into it, like all the time. You just be there and you see a fake coin. The moment you swap the coin, they have the backdoor access into your wallet. So I tell people I would prefer that you use MetaMask instead of the Trust Wallet. But if you want to easily access Solana coins, then use Trust Wallet. Okay. All right. Let's keep the likes up. Thank you so much. Still touching base. We are going to zoom into the analysis of the coins that are being launched right now. Someone says, I bought it. That is Ike. And Believer says, I've got Doge, Omikami. Is that Omikami? WTF and few more based on research. I think Ryoshi, former dev of Shape, could be behind Omikami by chance. Have you heard of it? I've heard of Ryoshi. I even posted a video on Ryoshi, not now. That was somewhere was it 2022 or 2021? Somewhere thereabouts. I made a video on Ryoshi. It was like one of the very first videos I made on my first YouTube channel before I opened this one. But the market crashed and nobody was interested in any crypto YouTube videos. All the major YouTubers on crypto, everybody was like stopped making videos for a while because the market crashed heavily. It was very bad at that time. But that time was a good time for us to get in on the coins. Like I say, the market crashes are the times you should be buying coins the more, right? But most of us wait for the bull run. We wait for the green candles. That's when we want to buy our coins. But typically we want to buy when the market is down. What is going on with Digimon Rabbit? So Digimon Rabbit, they had an issue where the liquidity was pulled out. They had a problem with like something like a hack. Okay. And then the coin went down. But we realized that all of a sudden there was liquidity pumped back into the coin. We don't know where it's from. Maybe the devs made some money from some other coins and they were like, hey, let's revive this project. So as it stands, it's about 10, is it 10 zeros? 10 zeros, right? But then a lot of people started calling that coin around 12 zeros. So I got in around 10, either 11 or 10 zeros. And I'm still holding. I believe it's going to hit like 8 zeros. And that's like 100x for me. So even if I have $10 in it, I could make 1,000 from Digimon. So Digimon, I think is a good hold, but put in money you can afford to lose, so that if tomorrow you hear it's no more, you're not going to cry over $10, right? Okay. And then Ojong says, I mean, IT coin has been consistently green. IT coin. So you're not talking about baby wiki cat. While others are on red, what's in that coin called IT coin? I'm not too sure. Someone says I use OKX wallet, IT coin token. Why will I even swap what I didn't buy in the first place? Exactly what I'm talking about. So you don't want to be swapping coins you never bought. That is the way there's something in cybersecurity called the backdoor, right? The backdoor is it, like even if a thief is going to come to your house, he's definitely going to not going to use the front door unless you are out of the house and he knows you are out. But so long as you are in, most of the time it's the back door, right? So in cyber, they go through the back door, give you a fake token, you see it in your wallet, and you'll be like, whoa, I had $400, it's now 40,000. What new strange coin is this? Who sent me a coin by mistake? The moment you try to swap, what happens? They have access to your wallet and then they pull out everything. And it's happened to several people. That is why I was telling my community that when you're joining the WhatsApp group or the Telegram channel, I'm teaching you these things, right? I'm teaching you these things. Someone says I'm bullish on WikiCat. I don't know why my voice is my voice still low? Is it still low? Is the voice still low? I'm using the mic, but I don't know why. Um, okay, so others are saying yes, others are saying no. But you can hear me, right? Okay, okay. So I don't know. Some are saying yes, some are saying no. So maybe you might just want to increase the volume on your phone. Okay. All right. So now that most of the things are out of the way, someone says the voice is perfect. Uh, yeah, they can hear. All right. All right. Let's keep the likes up. There are 29 people, but 13 likes. Let's keep the likes up. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's start. I need to close my window. So one moment. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's start. So I have my PC here. Like I did on the TikTok live yesterday. We started looking at these coins and checking a few things to be sure that this is the kind of coin that we want to buy. Okay. Today I hope that we'll be able to look at the social media channels of coins that we think are good to buy. Let's see how active they are on X and all that good stuff. So are you ready? All right. Now, if you're new here, you haven't joined the channel, Telegram, search for undervalued crypto, WhatsApp, the same thing. You can also use the link in the description. Okay. So we're going to look at BSC coins, which is Binance Smart Chain. Now, some of you might be wondering, how do I buy these coins you are sharing with us? So the way to do that is to copy the address, which I'm going to show you. So let's start. Okay. Is this okay? I believe you can hear me. Okay. Because I've taken out the mic. Okay, someone says, someone says, close the window before the thief enters through the back door. Okay, I think it was my microphone. All right, let's look at these. So we have a couple of coins right here on my chart. This is one of the places that I like to use a lot when I'm analyzing coins. Okay. If you care to know, this is Dex Screener. As you can see the name right here, Dex Screener. This is what I'm using. Okay, I'm using Dex Screener. So remember, this is our platform we'll be using. There are so many platforms you could use. You could use Axiom. You could even use PancakeSwap, but you're not going to get it as this is showing. Okay, so first of all, we need to get our website right. We are looking at Dex Screener. And another thing, if you are using a laptop, you can also try and get your MetaMask or MetaMask. Okay, and then you put in your password. You put in your usually the problem with MetaMask on the laptop is that sometimes it will close. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. And don't laugh at my balance, because the balance in MetaMask on my PC is not anything to write home about. So just don't laugh when you see it. Okay. All right. Yeah, Dex Tools. You can also use Dex Tools. It's the same company, Dex Screener, Dex Tools. All right. So what I want to do here when I open my MetaMask, okay, without you seeing my balance, is to click this, and then I go to expand my view, right? And then when I click on expand view, it's going to expand the view this way. Okay. So I can see my coins right here. I can see the interactions I've done, the amount I've sent, and all that stuff. Okay. And usually I can also enable certain networks, right? Ethereum, like the networks I want. Now, it makes it easier if you have your MetaMask on your laptop. It makes it easier to swap on your laptop while still looking at Dex Screener. So when we start the $10 to $100 meme coin challenge, I think that, yes, it's good to use your phone, but I think you'll be faster using your laptop. But you can still use your phone. Okay. So now when I open MetaMask, I can click on this, right? And then it only pops up here as a small icon, right? But when I go to expand view, like I did, it's going to open up on its own page. Now, when it opens up on its own page like this, it's not going to be glitching. Like I said, if you have it just here, open here, sometimes you may not be able to access. This is a Google Chrome extension. Okay, so sometimes it's going to open up, and there are other times you click, it's not going to open up. I need to mute this. I need to turn off my WhatsApp notifications. Okay. Else I'm going to be interrupted all the time. Now, if you open MetaMask from this point, sometimes you click on it and it wouldn't open because there are bugs in the extension. So usually I want to expand my view and have it as a tab. Well noted, right? Good. Now let's go back to Dex Screener. That's just FYI. All right. So I'm going to be looking at the BSC coins for starters. BSC coins. So I come here and I click. There are so many networks. Okay. There's Moonit, there's Solana, Ethereum based BSC, Pulse Chain, and all that. But typically I want to go for BSC coins, and then I will go for Solana coins. I don't like Ethereum because their gas fees are high. I dislike Ethereum for that. But you want to go for BSC and Solana. BSC and Solana have some of the cheapest was the transaction fees. They have some of the cheapest transaction fees. So we want to go for this. Okay. And then other coins or other networks have less active programs or less active tokens, like Polygon. They have coins that launch here, but they are so few compared to BSC. That's why I don't want to be doing Polygon, Pulse Chain. These ones, like if I go to, like if I come here, right? These are Pulse Chain coins. For example, I want to show you something. Okay, Pulse Chain. Now, Pulse Chain, we have 2 hours ago, launched 2 hours ago, launched 4 hours ago, launched 6 hours ago. But look at the liquidity and market cap. Liquidity is so low on Pulse Chain. That's why I don't really recommend Pulse Chain as a place to be trading meme coins, because the liquidity is low. And this is inflated. Look at this liquidity and then market cap 88 million. How can liquidity of 13K give you a market cap of 88K? So 80K, 88 million rather. So there's a problem here, and there's low liquidity. There's low liquidity compared to BSC coins, which means that there are fewer people putting money in these areas, and you want to avoid them. But I know there are still people who want to trade on Pulse Chain Network. So that's okay. You can go for it if you want. Okay. But typically, I would say go for Solana and go for BSC coins. So let's start with BSC coins and then we look at Solana. Remember, MetaMask has the BSC network. So if you are using your laptop, it makes it easier to just go there and swap coins. Let's get the likes to 40 since we are 40. Thank you. Badmo says, I can hear you clean and clear. Frida says, I can hear you better now. Okay. All right. So we are here now. What I want to do, I want to see coins that are being released right now, like fresh coins. So I'll do this. No, before that, let's compare the liquidity. What do you see? 174K, 1.8 million liquidity in this coin. WikiCat. Do you see that? 665K, 400 and, but with the Pulse Chain, when we checked, we didn't even have like 50K liquidity. There was none giving us 50K. That's why I want to avoid those ones. So don't get on Dex Screener and say, oh wow, there are so many chains, I want to go and trade on the other chains. You will not have investors coming on board, and that's going to affect you. So remember, this is why we are choosing Solana and BSC. Someone is asking, what is the meaning of liquidity? Liquidity is the money pool, okay, where people are buying and selling. Liquidity is like a market. Let me put it that way for easy explanation. This is what I'll do when I open Dex Screener and I go to BSC. I'm going to check liquidity for the day, and then I'm going to go to H. You can see it right here, H, because I need a new coin. I don't want to get in late on coins that are just launching. So I'm going to go to new H and then click on H to filter. Now it has arranged the H from the oldest downwards, but I still don't want old coins. I want to get in early, right? So I click again, and then it filters to 1 day. So as it stands, the newest coin right now here, right? The newest coin right now here that is doing well. Usually they would give you like ones that are doing well. So they'll say, okay, this is 1 day. But we still want a coin that is less than 1 day old. So one thing we can do is to go to new pairs. Okay, and then we click on new pairs. When we click on new pairs, we now see coins that are minutes old. But before that, even though we filtered the age, we were seeing 1 day as the youngest. But we need coins that have been launched minutes ago, that have low liquidity and low market cap. Do you see it right here? Okay. So another thing we need to check, let's check other stats. Now, all these fresh coins are doing well, but we can't just put our money anywhere. Even though they are all doing well, all these fresh coins have greens, right? But we don't just want to invest in any coin. So we are going to start breaking down and looking at the things we should look at before putting our monies in any of these coins. What are the things to look out for? So number one, we have filtered the age from the youngest coin, which was launched 6 minutes ago. This is Shark token. As I speak to you on this live stream, there are going to be new coins that will be created, and we are going to check them. So we'll come back and check them and see if they are worth investing in. So I need to look at a couple of things. I check liquidity. That's the first thing I'll go and check. Anytime I do this, the first thing you should check is liquidity. The liquidity is the most important factor for the success of a coin. Because if liquidity is as small as the -$1, this coin is now useless. $4 is useless. Do you see that? 917 is useless. 1.2K could be useless depending on certain factors, right? But we need to check the volume or the liquidity in there. So we have 26K liquidity for the first coin, which is the Shark token. Okay, 26K. We have 11K for Kodata XNY, and we have 114K for Zob coin. Zob coin was listed 16 minutes ago. This was listed 16. This was listed 7. Then another thing we check after liquidity is to check the market cap. Because sometimes if you see liquidity less than $1, but the market cap is 8 million, there's a problem here. So you need to compare these two stats first. The first one, most important thing, is your liquidity. Second, check the market cap. If there's any imbalance, like a wide gap between the liquidity and the market cap, then there's a problem. Okay. Now, typically, the rule of thumb is that typically the liquidity should be lower than the market cap. Liquidity should be lower than the market cap. Like normally, that's what makes sense normally, right? But if it's the opposite, you now need to go into the coin, which we'll be doing right now. You now go into the coin and check why the market cap, the liquidity is more than the market cap. Okay, so we are building our case. Liquidity has to be lesser than the market cap. Okay, now let's check one by one. We will look at Shark token, which was launched 8 minutes ago. And you see that the minutes update itself over time. I'm going to check the Shark token. So this is the board, the chart for Shark token. If you're new here, kindly subscribe and also give us a like on this video if you're enjoying so far. Okay, good. This is the chart. This is how the chart looks like for Shark token. Okay, it launched somewhere 2:54 my local time. Okay, and it's currently at 3:02 p.m. Good. Now we come in here. There are 8 makers in the market. In other words, 8 unique wallets. 8 unique wallets are trading this coin. That is what the maker stands for. So now it says 9 because someone just bought in. So there are 9 unique wallets. There are 9 buyers and 2 sellers. Now someone might be thinking, why don't we add 8 buyers, 9 buyers and 2 sellers to give us 11 makers? No, because some people that bought with a certain wallet have sold. So it's just checking the unique number of wallets. Okay, it's just checking the unique number of wallets. Now, within the last, I think, let me change it here. Okay. Okay. Now, when I click on the time frame and I change the time frame, it says for the last 5 minutes, the coin has been up by 7%. There have been 5 buyers and a 1 seller. In the last 1 hour, when I click this, it now says 11 buys, 2 sells. Okay, so based on the time frame that I click, it will tell me how many people have bought within that time frame and how many have also sold within that time frame. Are you following? Okay. Yeah, Jerry Duff says, I'm enjoying your training. Just started following you today. Thank you so much. So 14 transactions have taken place. The trading volume within 24 hours, because I've clicked 24 hours. If I click 5 minutes, it's going to change the trading volume. In the last 5 minutes, $636 has gone into this coin. But that is not enough. We can't just say that, oh, wow, there are a lot of people buying. Let me just buy. No, you're going to lose your money. And who can tell me why you lose your money on this coin? I'm going to come there. That's the next thing I want to talk about. But who can just look at this and tell me why you lose your money if you put your money in this coin? Samuel, I'm going to answer your question, but I want the audience to guess why you lose your money if you buy this coin. What is the probability that you will lose your money if you join this project? I spoke about it yesterday. There's something you should look Liquidity, Believer says liquidity is more. Not really. That's not really the reason why you can lose your money. There's something. Salami is asking, has it been locked? Okay, so since no one has answered, the reason why when you put your money here, you can lose it, or the dev can rag pull you. He can rag pull this downwards like this. This coin, this green candle can just drop into red. And the reason is that liquidity hasn't been locked. This 27K has not been locked. Okay, so people are trading, they are buying and selling, but they either they don't know that liquidity is open, which means that the one that created the coin can pull out all the money. So like I said, liquidity is always the most important thing when you're trading meme coins. Check to see whether liquidity is locked. For those of you who don't know, if liquidity is locked, you are going to see a padlock icon or a lock icon over here. So this is Dex Screener. Other platforms could give you like something different, but Dex Screener is going to put a green padlock right by the money, and then you can tell that the liquidity has been locked. Okay, so this guy, everything is open. People are buying and selling. How many people have bought now? Let's go to 16 people have bought, 3 have sold, but liquidity is not locked. So this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay, let's go down and see what we have here. Okay, now we also have liquidity, okay, showing here that we have 13K worth of Shack and 13K worth of BNB that were used, that is being traded in this coin. What it simply means is that there is a big pool from which all buyers and sellers are exchanging tokens, and the entire the total in that bag is 13K, 14K now, 14K worth of BNB and 14K worth of Shack. That is the pool. Because the buyer coming to buy would need BNB, he'll need BNB to swap for Shack, and then the seller, one who wants to sell off, the one who has Shack tokens, who wants to sell off into BNB, would sell their Shack for BNB. Okay, so we always need a liquidity pool that buyers and sellers can trade. I see the price is going up, but this is tempting. For newbies, you could actually see this as a new trader and then go in because you feel that, wow, I'm going to miss out. Let me quickly buy. And it's going to affect you. Crypto Lover says there's no correlation between buyers and sellers. So it says here, now this is what I don't completely agree with, because the Go Plus security says there's no issue. Quick Intel says there's no issue. Honeypot.ai says there's no issue. But yesterday we saw on the live stream on TikTok when we were looking at the coin and then the owner ragged, and yet it had no issues. So you don't want to look at this. This is only telling you that this is not regarding the integrity of the one that created the coin. It's just telling you that there are no issues based on the nature of the contract, how the contract has been created. So if I go down, it's going to say there's no buy tax, there's no sell tax, there's no tax modification, there's open source, there's no hidden owner, it's mintable. All these things, they're going to give you all these jargons, right? So by technical, just at the technical phase, these things are okay. There's nothing technologically wrong with the contract. That's what this is trying to say. But morally, we need to have our moral checks, because this is just an Intel check and it's just checking the contract. Now we go down. Quick Intel says the ownership has been renounced. Hidden owner, no. Honeypot is not a honeypot. Transfer possible, no. Everything has blacklist, no. Whitelist, no. Now let me explain blacklist and whitelist. If a crypto project has blacklist, it simply means that they have put certain wallet addresses in the contracts and told the contract that whenever you see these addresses trying to buy this coin, block them. That's what a blacklist is. Because some people use bots to buy coins. So you could tell the contract that if you see a bot address, block it. That's the blacklist. And then a whitelist is when the project will say that we want some wallets to be able to buy before everybody can buy. Then they'll put that address on a whitelist. So that's just the difference. So whitelist allows you to buy before everyone, okay, but blacklist disallows you from buying completely. Okay, so this is the creator's address. We could also go into the creator's address and look at what possibly even other coins that this creator is holding. We could check it here. Okay, but that is not our focus. I just want us to look at the face value, the intel that this is giving us. Then we now do our moral checks. Okay, so let's see. Now this is the creator, the creator's coin. He has sent some transaction 5 seconds ago, just as we were speaking, right? He's done a transaction 5 seconds ago. He's doing some transactions here and there. Okay, this is what the owner is doing. So you can actually see everything on the blockchain 2 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, what he's doing, right? You can see it. So it could also be that this guy has like a bot. Okay, he has some kind of bot that sends some percentage of the money elsewhere. And that's why we have every 1, 2, 3 minutes something happening in the contract. Okay. It could also be. These things take more in-depth research. So we've done our face value checks. Okay. Now let's do our moral checks. The guy has not locked liquidity. So this is a red flag for me. Like if I'm trading and I see that liquidity is not locked, no matter how juicy the chart looks, no matter how jumpy it looks, no matter how progressive it looks, the fact that he hasn't locked liquidity, I must be skeptical about investing in the coin. And the market cap, liquidity, I don't know what's happening here, but even though liquidity is increasing, the market cap has kind of like been in this zone for a while. That's why I was saying that whenever liquidity is more than market cap, it's sort of a red flag, and we need to look at it because you don't want to trust 100%. You don't want to trust this entirely. You still want to do your checks, which we are doing. Okay, so we are going to skip this coin because I would not be surprised to come back to see that this guy has emptied the liquidity. This 14K is less than $10. So I'm going to leave it for now. Let's give this guy grace. He's doing whatever he's doing. Let's come back and see if he still has this coin at this value and he still has his liquidity in here. We are going to come back. Wanda says hi. Panet says hi. Thank you for joining. You can subscribe if you're new. Also join our social channels, Telegram, Undervalued Crypto, and then WhatsApp, same name. Okay. Someone says, Aaron. Okay, Aaron says, I've seen some liquidity that are half locked. What about that? So half locked liquidity is also not, sometimes, well, there are different cases. Let me explain it this way. Let's say you create a coin, right? And then you realize that there's more liquidity being added. But what you initially locked was lesser than what has been added now. You can now relock the new liquidity that has been added. Okay, so that you gain more investor confidence. But some projects want to trade for a while before they relock the new set of liquidity. So because they are still waiting, you would see that it's only maybe like 50% liquidity locked or 70% locked. They are going to lock the rest later. Others that haven't locked it or choose not to lock it can withdraw the unlocked liquidity. Because so long as liquidity hasn't been locked, it can always be withdrawn. Okay. So check for that. If you feel that, okay, liquidity is so huge, it's like $1 million, but what hasn't been locked is maybe 300K, it's still safe, because a large amount has been locked. But if it's like 5K liquidity and they've locked 3K and 2K is unlocked, like it's small, right? It's small. So you want to be careful with that. Let's look at the next one. So I talked about Shark coin. Good. Do you see? I told you give it some time. This guy is going to rag pull. Do you see he has rag pulled? He has rag pulled. And even though the contract says what? No issues, this guy has still pulled the rag. And I told you he was going to do it. So Isaac TV, which app can you use to analyze this? I'm using Deck Screener. This video is also on record. You can watch it. Right before our eyes, this guy has rug pulled. Like I told you, we'll come back to see that he has rug pulled. So if you don't know this, all these guys that were buying this coin, they lost their money. And this is how people are making hundreds of thousands in crypto, the illegal way and the immoral way. Do you see that? What is happening here with the liquidity? It used to be 14K. What do we have? Less than $1, which means that now in the pool, there's only cents in the pool. So if I put in $129, if I'm this buyer, $129, I can't cash out my money because the pool has less than $1. So I'm stuck. Do you see that? This is why you have to examine coins this way. When we say do your own research, this is what we mean. So that you don't just see a contract address and be like, oh, let me go buy quick before someone else buys and the price goes up. No, you want to take your time and check. It's better to be safe than sorry. So I would prefer to rather buy a genuine coin at a high price than to put my hard-earned money in this coin and get ragged simply because I was banking my hopes on hype, right? So all these guys, let me see who bought the most. I need to see who bought like the largest bag. Okay, so this one bought the largest bag. This guy, he bought $432. So he lost the most. And then 276, just gone. Like all this money is just gone. Right, the guy is gone. So be careful. This is why it's important to be in this class. Somebody's asking, is this ATU coin? ATU coin ragged a long time ago. This is Shark. I just picked one coin that was created like probably 15 minutes ago. So let's go back. Let's look at this one. Kodata has been hanging for 33 minutes, 85 transactions. Only 6 people have put money in the liquidity pool. I don't think they have any marketing strategy. It's also important. That is where the socials come in. Okay. Another thing I want to say, I want to be careful at this point. Another thing I want to say is that if you see a coin that doesn't have any social channels to it, 90% of the time, that coin is very temporal and they'll rug pull. Thank you. Holy Quran says this is interesting. Yeah. So usually if you see a coin like that, if you see a coin like no socials, nothing, they might rug pull. So we are currently looking at Kodata. Let's see, is it Kodata? Kodata, yeah. Oh, Joe Rogan. This one just created 50 seconds, but only one person has money in the liquidity pool. Liquidity is 108K, more than market cap, and yet the volume is $100. It's already questionable. Like I can just look at it and I don't even need to open this coin because it's like so many questions. He says, let's check Solana. Yeah, we are going to go there. We'll take maybe like 2 more here and then go to Solana chain and see what they have to offer us. So Kodata, what is happening here? Let's see the launch price. Another thing I would say, which I said on the TikTok live, is the unnaturalness of the chart. This coin is not natural. This coin is not natural. Okay, so that's another thing you want to look out for. What is a natural chart? We are going to talk about that. Someone says, okay, so Lloyd says, thank you. Yes, you're welcome. Lucky says he went away with 14K. So it depends. Now, if he created a coin, the liquidity pool with maybe 10K, and the liquidity pool went up to 14 and he cashed out, he made 4K because 10K was his. So that's also another. Yeah. There's also a way they could manipulate the liquidity to make it like buffed up, but it's actually very tiny. For instance, there's a way to manipulate it such that your $10, it all boils down to how you create the contract. Your $100 that you put in the liquidity could be manipulated in such a way that it appears as 10K in the contract. Like there's a way to do that in the contract. All those things are very technical. So let's look at Kodata XNY. The price is 4 zeros and a 1. These things I don't really care about, these prices, because my main concern is liquidity locked. And then I look at the market cap, and then I go down. It says it has issues. Go Plus Security is saying this has issues. So I come here, open source, no, token sniffer. Now this will be another thing we'll have to look at. Okay, a token sniffer. Honeypot says no issues, right? Sometimes it even says no issues, but these analyses are wrong because it could also be a honeypot. Maybe if you come across one, I'm going to show you where it says there's no honeypot and yet it was a honeypot. Some of you don't know what a honeypot is. Honeypot simply means that you can get into the coin, you can buy, but you can never sell. So they gather you all in a honeypot. It's like a sweet pot. Once you fall in, you can't come out. So that's why they call it honeypot. Now, it was saying no issues. All of a sudden, it's saying it has one issue. So we can't really trust it. We can't trust the timing. We can't trust the integrity because initially told us there's no issue, and all of a sudden there's an issue, which means that if we invested based on the no issue we saw, the system could actually change its mind and say, okay, now wait, I found an issue, and then maybe I can't even sell my coins now. So honeypot, one issue, which is open source, no. Honeypot, proxy account, okay. Quick Intel says no issues. You might believe this, but don't believe this. Do your own analysis. Then we come here. I just want to see how much people are buying here. Okay, someone put 4K, 2K. This 4K might even be, let's see, is it the owner? Because sometimes the owner knows he's gonna rack pool, he doesn't mind putting in like a large chunk of money. Because at the end of the day, he's gonna suck everybody else's money. So sometimes they don't really care. Okay, I think this 4K is probably what pushed the price up by this margin. All right. So number one, who can tell me why this coin is not good to buy from the audience? Why is this coin not good to buy? Look at the stats and tell me why this coin is not good to buy. Anyone in the audience? Tell me why this coin is not good to buy. Makojo says the liquidity is not locked. Lloyd, liquidity is not locked. Thank you. So if there's nothing at all you learned from this live stream, is to never buy a coin that has not locked the liquidity. If there's nothing at all you learned here, at least you took away one key takeaway, which was to never invest in a coin that has not locked the liquidity. Okay, I'm going to show you once where liquidity is locked, and we are going to look at a couple of things. Okay, so we are still like building our case in this class. If you're enjoying it, kindly give a like on it. We only have 25 likes and 49 people. So someone says, what if liquidity is banned? So we are going to go there. We'll talk about what the consequences of liquidity being banned. Okay. Yes, let's increase the likes to 30. Thank you. Liquidity is higher than the market cap and liquidity is not locked. So yes, there's a problem here. We are not going to buy these coins. Okay. 7 buyers for, there's no volume. Another thing to look out for, volume. Volume is going to tell if more people will come in to buy this coin. Because if there are only 7 buyers and 4 sellers, okay, and 7 makers, you remember what a maker is? Who remember what a maker is? If you remember what a maker is, or who a maker is, or what makers here represents, let me know in the comment section. Maker, who is a maker, or who are the makers? I defined who the makers are in the market. Do you remember what I said? Okay, so Holy Quran says honeypot issue, liquidity is not locked. Yes, so that is the main reason why I would not advise that you should buy this coin. Someone says the wallet that bought 4K, if it corresponds with the creator, it probably corresponds with the creator wallet. Okay, probably. Yeah, because that is this pump. This pump. The first person that bought here is probably the dev. That's another terminology we use in crypto. The dev, the developer. Okay, so the dev might have, bought the first. Yeah, most likely bought the first. Okay, so everybody here is just like buying peanuts. And then after he gathers a lot of you here, he traps you by sucking the liquidity out. So how much money is this dev going to make if he should rug pull right now? The amount of money he's going to make is going to count from here, right? Since he bought the 4K that pushed this green candle, he's going to make 200, 160, 150, 200, 190, 66, 32. This is the amount it takes, something less than $1,000. So he's going to cash out about maybe $800, $700. Okay. So, but don't do it. I don't want any of my students creating fake coins. Okay. So please have integrity. OCCAT. We are going to look at OCCAT. Liquidity not logged. Is it possible to buy a coin, the liquidity is locked, and still the coin has issues? Yes. If we see that, we are going to check. We are going to check it out in the course of what we are doing. Okay. So yes, we've already decided we're not going to buy this coin. Let's take a look at the last, maybe one last BSC coin, and then we go to the Solana chain to see what we can find. Okay. Now these ones are not encouraging. Now if I've launched a coin, this is link token. If I've launched a coin, that's another thing you want to do. If I've launched a coin, okay, and the makers are only 39 in the last 23 hours or the last 24 hours, this is a whole day, and only 39 unique wallets have bought this coin, and the volume is only 1K, liquidity is only 7K, market cap is only 88K, then I'm not going to buy this coin because there isn't much activity that is going to be moving the price. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to buy this coin. Let's see if we can find a coin that would maybe one good coin, and then we compare it to, someone has created a coin, Baby World Liberty Finance, because it's launching tomorrow. Okay, so let's check out this coin. Let's see if is something we can buy. Baby World Liberty, because Trump is launching this coin tomorrow, right? So someone has created a baby version. Now, what is wrong? What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this chart? What is wrong with this chart? What is wrong with this chart? Someone tell me, what is wrong with this chart? Yeah, Divine, we are going to look at your coin. Yeah. At the end of the lecture, we're going to discuss other coins. Zipporah says, it doesn't look natural. Ibrahim says it's unnatural. Believer says no huge correction. Correction means it goes like this and it has to come down. Okay, so for those who don't understand what correction is. This doesn't look natural because if I should open this, right, to do my quick analysis, okay, and I take my trend line and I draw a line from here to there, okay, you see that it's kind of hovering above my diagonal support, right? So this is not natural in the sense that at least at some point, the price should come down. And then at some point, it should go back up. At some point, the price should go back up. And then at some point, it should go back down. Okay. But we don't see it this way. Like we only see it, it's like when I zoom in, you see the unnaturalness of the coin, the patterns. Look at this. Look at this one. Let me zoom in on this. There's one I saw. Where is it? Oh, there's one I saw. This one. Look at this. No coin moves like this naturally. Look at these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. It's moving so smoothly. Look at how it's just moving so smoothly. So this is bot activity. We can detect bot activity with this coin. So I'm not going to go for this. Let me just go back. That's where we can tell that this is not natural. There's some bot activity going on. The bots are buying and selling at certain equal intervals. Okay. So it's going to, I'm supposed to, okay, I've seen it. Yeah. All right. So this is not natural. We see liquidity has been locked right now. It wasn't locked when we started. How many of you realize that this wasn't locked? So the guy has gone to lock it. At pink lock, this is where he's locked it. So we are going to go to pink lock and check the guy who just locked the liquidity. It wasn't locked when I opened it. So let's go and check. Pink lock. Baby World Liberty Finance. When was it created? 6 hours ago. The guy created this 6 hours ago. But I still see that bot activity, right? So even though he has locked liquidity, he's using bots to manipulate the price of the market. Okay. He's using bots to manipulate the price of the market. So I'm going to go here. Should I give him, should I rate him? Should I red flag it? I'm going to come here into pink lock. You will wait for it to fetch the data and then do analysis. Okay. So when we check the chart on a 30-minute time frame, the price is always moving up. That's a red flag. This is like a bot behavior, right? It's using bots to manipulate the price. Now we come here and then it says unlock time is going to unlock in less than a year. Now, another thing is if project starts locking their liquidity in just like in a duration of months, you have to question it because they have plans to unlock it in less than a year. Means that even though it says liquidity has been locked, you go in there thinking I'm going to hold the coin for 3 years. And then liquidity locks in less than a year and you are rug pulled. That is why the ATU, I know people are talking about ATU in the comment section. ATU was running for some time. And I heard that they were almost going to list on the centralized exchange and the rug pull happened. I know, did it happen today? Those who are in ATU coin. I think the rug pull just happened, right? So with that, what does it tell us? It tells us that even though the investors invested, they trusted the coin, probably the liquidity was unlocked. Probably didn't even have a lock. Or if it did, it was unlocked later on because some of them can just do it for show. They can say, oh, liquidity is locked, go and buy, We are not going to rug pull you guys. And meanwhile, they have only locked the liquidity for about 2 weeks or 1 month. But by the time you hold a coin for 2 weeks and a month, you have forgotten about liquidity because it gets to a point you really forget. You really forget about whether they've locked liquidity. Most people like live within a 1 week, 1 month space. So when we buy a coin, we stop really investigating the coin after like a week, right? So I feel like that's what happened. They unlock the liquidity and then they are off. So this one, it says the current locked amounts. There's another thing you can look at because even though it says that liquidity has been locked here with the green button, the green icon, like I told you, right? Even though it says 100%, look at what it says here. Current locked amount is 4 million worth of the coin. But what it did was that the current locked value, it's changed now. It's 299. It's changed now. It was 0. I think the guy is still working on the thing because he keeps updating itself. It was 0. Okay, now this is the liquidity address. You could also go into the address to see what is happening. By that point, it gets too technical for a lot of people. So I want to just touch on the surface. I might have to put like the in-depth searches in a mentorship kind of thing, right? But this guy has locked 300K, but he's going to unlock this 26th. Okay, these stats look fine. These stats look fine, but my problem is the nature of the chart. Okay, the nature of the chart is not good, but these stats here, he has locked the value is almost 300K, and the liquidity has been locked for a little bit less than a year. These stats at face value are okay, but my problem is the chart and also the duration. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to buy that because I feel like bots have been used to manipulate the chart. Okay, now if liquidity is 300K, 300K has been put in the pool, right? Why are only 95 people contributing 300K? What is happening? That's also another question mark. Okay, so we skip this coin and go to Solana chain. Go to Solana, and then we have official Doge World Liberty Finance coin. It has 28,000 makers. Good. It was launched 6 hours ago. So this is a coin that is pumping. We need to check this coin. This coin is pumping right now. Locked liquidity, the number of makers in the market makes sense. The volume makes sense. If 28,000 unique wallets are contributing $4 million, it makes sense. 1 million market cap, Doge coin. What is happening here? Now we need to look at the charts. What is happening? Who is selling? Who sold this? Another thing that could cause this, right, is that when the creator made the coin, he was holding a large chunk of the tokens. So when the coin launches and everybody is buying, because he holds a large bag, because he created a coin and he hasn't renounced the contract, he's holding a large bag that he can dump on you guys. It's another way we could also look at who is holding how much. Okay. Let's see. So the first one says that the highest holder is holding 5% of this entire supply. He holds 5%. So if one wallet is holding more than 5% in a coin, it's dangerous. If one wallet is holding 5%, it's dangerous. It means that they can cause a high impact in the price of the coin. So we can also come here and check the holders and check who is holding the most. Is he holding too much? He can dump on us. So this is a typical example. Maybe even the one that dumped this coin probably had, like after he sold, this 5% guy is the top holder. So maybe the one that sold here was holding like 20% of the bag, like 20% of the supply. Okay, but because he sold, like he's not counted as a holder anymore because he sold his coin. So the next highest guy is the one that is going to show. Or it could also be that it's the same person, but he had maybe 25% and he has cashed out 20%. So now he holds only 5% of the supply. That's also another possibility. And the value of that 5% is $78K. And then you can see the second highest, he holds 2% of the bag. The value is $25,000. Do you see? So more makers are coming into the market. Let's see his liquidity. He has locked and burned the liquidity. Good. So now, like I was saying, we are going to see an example where someone has burned liquidity, and we are going to explain what it means. But now that this person has, he's burned the liquidity, but he's cashed out, the only problem I could say with this coin was that somebody was holding too much of the supply, because this is not normal. Why would you have a coin? Let me switch to 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame simply means that every candle you are seeing here represents 15 minutes. So price started here and then went as high as this point. Then the guy cashed out here. So who was the one that cashed out and how much did he cash out? We can find that. Okay. We can find that. We need to come here and then check on check on the sold section. We need to see how much the person sold. So we filter the sold section. Okay. Now something here is not making sense, because if you bought 49K and you sold at 46, you made a loss. Okay. 37, you made a loss of 675. You bought at 29, sold at 32, made 3K profit, made 7K profit. Let's do the profit filter rather and see who has the most profit, because that would tell us where this sell off is coming from, because the coin is quite new. Okay, let's switch this. Let's see who is making the most profit. Okay, so good. Now these are profits being made. Okay, 15K, 13K, 12K, 12K. We don't know, the person never bought this coin. Do you see that? So these bots, empty bot spots could be, there are a couple of things or a couple of reasons, because they only sold but they never bought the coin. Could be that when they created the coin, they sent initial supply to these wallets, to these makers, right? But they never bought the coin. They only sold the coin, which means that from the get-go, they only had a supply of the coin, but they never bought it. So we don't have records of when they bought it or how much they even bought. But we have the fact that they sold. So probably sold these values together to cause that large drop. That's one possibility. Another possibility could be that these wallets are the team wallets, the marketing wallets. So they don't buy, marketing wallets don't buy, dev wallets don't buy, and they can just cash out maybe through the taxes on the coin. So that's another way by which the bot column could be empty. Okay. Mokojo says, what if the null address is holding a huge percentage? So the null address is the Ben wallet. Okay, so if it holds a huge percentage, there's nothing to worry about, because the null address is the Ben address and nobody has access to the Ben address, not even the creator of the coin. So let's look at baby Wikicat, for example. The null wallet is holding 90%, which means that they have burned 90% of the supply. So we'll check baby Wikicat. It's taking a while to load. I want to show you. Holy Cora says that is the dev. Yeah, so if you don't see anybody buying a coin, but you see them selling off, they could be the creator of the coin, and the fact that they just receive a supply of the coin without buying it. So this is baby Wikicat, has liquidity locked for about 97 years. I checked it today on Pink Lock. This is the chart. Initially, when I called this coin on my Telegram and WhatsApp page, it was just like a degen play. So like you could just enter without doing much research. And then later on, I was like, let me look at this coin and look into it very much. And I realized that, oh, okay, they had some good locked liquidity and all that stuff. But they have issues here, right? But they are not really major issues like cooling trading cool down, buy tax, sell tax. Like these are not really, yes, most coins have buy tax and sell tax. So for me, that's not really a problem. Okay. And then the honeypot says that they have a sell tax of 14%. I don't know how true. For those of you who have sold, I've not yet sold, but if they are saying sell tax of 14%, we might have to ask people that have sold. Did you sell at a tax of 14%? I haven't yet, because I want to hold it for the long term. Sometimes the devs would set a certain percentage to discourage sales in the moment. But then later on, if the contract is editable, they will change it back to 2%. I've had experiences with projects like that. Okay, where the devs would set a high like punishment for selling, and then later on when there's more liquidity, the price is good. Now they decrease the sell tax. So those are contracts that are changeable. Okay. All right. There's something I want to check. I think is this. The maximum supply of the baby Wikicat coins, you can see right here, million, billion, trillion, was 1 quadrillion, and they burned 90%. So if I come here and I come to the holders, I want to check those who are holding this coin. The null address, which is the dead wallet, the first one, is holding 90% of the coins. So it means that 90% cannot be accessed. So they burned million, billion, trillion. They burned 909 trillion coins. So everybody here, this is a pancake swap router that helps you to swap the coin. All these guys, these ones are you and I. These ones are you and I. And it tells, if you have your wallet, you can search for your wallet and you see your wallet here. And you see how much percentage of the coin you are holding. Okay, when you scroll down, 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 it has like 20 pages. Let's go to the last person. So the last person in this baby Wikicat coin, the last guy here, which is this wallet, this is the guy with the least amount of coins. He holds only 0.0003% of the baby Wikicat coin supply. So the 10% that is left, this guy holds 0.3073. Then let's check the one who has the largest bag in this project. That should be this, the third wallet. And that guy holds 0.38% of baby Wikicat. That's the largest bag holder. Okay. And that person is holding about million, billion. He holds 3.8 trillion. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Solana, we've checked the coin. World Liberty Finance coin. We've checked it. And we think that there's some, skepticism about the nature of the chart. So I wouldn't advise you go into it. But if you want to, based on the fact that liquidity has been locked for almost a year, then you want to risk only an amount you can afford to lose. Okay. But the chart doesn't look like a chart where people can easily sell. All right. All right. Let's look at another coin. Let's check the new pairs for Solana. And then filter by age. Okay. So market cap 784K, liquidity 34K, 31 makers in the market. Let's look at a coin that has like more makers. Stable coin, SC coin. So let's check SC coin. Yeah, it says coin market cap flagged baby Wikicat as high risk. Well, you can put in an amount you can afford to lose. Yeah. They don't have their contracts being perfect, but I still went in because I saw that the dev had logged liquidity well. And I mean, nobody was holding a large chunk of the bag. So it was okay for me to invest. So I just put in an amount that, you know what, if I lose this amount, that's okay. I'm not going to cry my head off. Okay. So we are looking at this coin. The stats on this coin looked good. That's why I opened it. And the chart looks natural. This stable coin could move from 118K market cap. So remember, we are seeing this coin at 118K, locked liquidity, 1,300 makers. Like this looks like a good coin. Okay. Okay. They have burned 89%. Like I was saying, someone was asking what if 100% hasn't been burned. They burned 89. This looks like a good coin. We saw it at 118. It's currently at 136. And it has a lot of market makers. This is how you find good coins. Okay. Let's see. No issues. It has a solid audit. So I'm going to give it like a thumbs up. This is like a good coin if you want to buy. It was created 16 minutes ago. It has less than 1 million market cap. It has a social media website and Twitter handle. Okay. So I'm going to go like for all that I've done today, I think this is the best coin you can buy, the stable coin. Okay. Because the stats look nice and then the market cap, I think, let me put a mark here. This is where we saw the coin. We saw the coin at 1 was it? It was here, somewhere here. We saw the coin somewhere here. Okay. All right. Now, if you are doing your 10x, $10 to $100 meme coin challenge, which we will be holding in September, these are some of the strategies you use into getting into these coins. Locked liquidity 89%, market cap 149K, good number of makers in the market. Hope to make a 2x soon. Once it gets here, it's possible to make a 2x. Okay, and then the socials. Let's check the socials. This is X. It has an X account, which is the_stablecoin. Okay, while we wait for it, let me go back and check to see if the prices are moving well. Okay. Okay, it's going down a bit. But this looks like, these stats look like good stats of a coin we can buy. Okay, so you get the idea. So it's also a new account created this month. 41 followers, just like me. Transforming volatility into stability, 6% tax. So if you buy or sell, they're going to take 6%. Rewards is distributed in USDC and is powered by a rev share app. Oh, okay, that's nice. That's a nice concept. So they're going to distribute, when you hold, you get rewards in USDC. Get rewards in USDC and then a stable coin. Okay. Oh, I see. That looks like a nice proposal. Okay. Yeah, so we can keep watching this coin. Maybe we might have to come back with updates on the WhatsApp channel and Telegram channel. Okay. So at least we've seen one good coin with stats that make sense, that has locked liquidity. Let's see if, okay, they burned 89%. So yeah, that's okay. Means that the dev cannot access and rug pull. So stable coin on Solana, stable coin, that's the name, right? Stable coin on Solana chain looks like a good one. All right, so we are bringing our class to a close. If you have any questions, just ask away. Based on what we've done so far, I believe you have learned a great deal of stuff from this live stream. This is one of the very few classes we'll be having to set you up on trading meme coins and making money. Okay, so I believe you enjoyed this session. Give me a like if you enjoyed it. Also, we have a page. We have a WhatsApp page. We have a Telegram page. Undervalued Crypto on Telegram. You're going to find us Undervalued Crypto. We also have a group chat on WhatsApp. You can join, be kind, be respectful, have fun, enjoy yourself, make friends. Yes, you're welcome, Walter. Divine is asking, is SWPP a good coin? Make Money Online says, I missed out on the live. Just join WhatsApp and Telegram. The live going to be posted. So the live is right here on YouTube. You can watch it right after. I think you can even go back and watch if you want to. Like, just scroll. What is the contract address of the stable coin? Okay, let me post this. Let me post this on the WhatsApp group. I'll try and post this on the WhatsApp group. Yes, you are welcome. for stablecoin. I'm putting it on the WhatsApp group. Telegram, search for undervalued crypto. Undervalued crypto. Okay. Okay, so I've shared this on the WhatsApp chat group. I've shared it on the WhatsApp chat group if you want to buy stablecoin. WhatsApp link is in this video description, this live stream description. So if you want to join, just check the description and then you see the WhatsApp channel link. You can join and then join the group as well. So the channel is just for the announcements and the group is for chatting with other folks that are also trading crypto. Remember, no business is done on the page. Don't come there saying you are selling this or you are buying that. It's just for chats and telling people about coins you've seen. Okay. You know, people are not reading the group rules. Okay, so Divine keeps asking me, is SWPP a good coin? I don't know if that's where all your bag is, but let's see. SWPP, what chain is it on? How do you buy the stable coin if you want to? Good. So that is one thing I was going to touch on, but I forgot is, you see the way I downloaded MetaMask? You can download Solflare, SOLFLARE, Solflare. Okay. If you want to download if you want to buy the stable coin that I just showed you, Solflare is for Solana, or you can get Trust Wallet. Just be sure that if you see a strange coin, you don't swap it. Okay, but get Trust Wallet and then select Solana chain or Solana wallet, and then do your swaps with the contract address I shared on the chat group. Okay, so that's the way you can buy it. Emeka says, I enjoy your content. Thanks so much. You're welcome, sir. So Jerry, that's how you buy the stable coin if you want to. Get Solflare wallet or Trust wallet. Use Solana chain. Copy the address I just put there. Or go to Dex Screener and search for stable coin. You're going to see the coin. Copy the contract address and then make your swap. So SWPP, I know Divine has been on my case wanting to know if it's a good coin. Is it on CoinMarketCap? Is it already listed on CoinMarketCap? Mokojo, you are a very good teacher. Thank you. I appreciate it. Lloyd, yes, that's the name. Undervalued crypto. Undervalued crypto. The contract address, Miller, the contract address for the stable coin I've put on the group. Okay. It's SWPP. SWPP. Yeah, Phantom Wallet is also good. Solflare Phantom Wallet. Crypto Lover says, I'm holding OCCAT, but this liquidity is not locked. What's your take? Like zero, not locked at all? Let me check. Where is SWPP listed? Divine. I'm not seeing it on Dex Screener. So where is it listed? Is it, you said it's a Binance coin? Yeah, Ship AI is doing some good numbers. I think you can throw in like $10, $15 in there. Not something very tiny. $100. If $100 is tiny for you, that's fine. Yeah, because Ship AI has good numbers. SWPP, I don't know, but if it's listed on Binance, then it's a good coin. Because Binance also, they really do their checks before listing coins. Like they don't just put coins there. You would really strive to get your coin listed on Binance. Is that like difficult, you know? Can I buy stablecoin using Penny Wallet? No, because Penny Wallet as it stands is only doing Binance Smart Chain coins. Okay. As of 2025 August, only Binance Smart Chain coins. Later time than this, they might add Ethereum and Solana and all that good stuff. But for now, it's just Binance Smart Chain coins. Yeah, Atta, God richly bless you for this wealth of knowledge shared this evening. Yeah, amen. Thanks. Is Penny Wallet a decentralized exchange? It's it's a decentralized wallet. Okay. So there's centralized and there's decentralized. For those of you who don't know the meaning, centralized simply means like centralized is like Binance, Bybit. They are centralized. They are controlled by the company, right? There's a governing body, but a decentralized is like open. Is like an on-chain trade. Nobody's really controlling anything. So Penny Wallet, Trust Wallet, MetaMask, they are all decentralized. They don't have a central governing body that regulates the tokens. Okay. Make Money says, my first time here, but my spirit is telling me you are one of the very few genuine people in crypto. Thank you. Divine says WSPP. So let's check WSPP. Wolf Safe Poor People. Is that a name? Is that a full name of the coin? Wolf Safe Poor People. Okay, let's see. Let's check their metrics. WSPP. You guys are hearing of strange coins from strange places. WSPP. What was your motivation for getting into the coin? It was established 4 years ago. Liquidity 245K. Market cap 7. The volume is not bad. It has 850K volume. 2,500K volume within the last 1 hour. It's not bad. Let's see. I don't see a locked liquidity. Liquidity is not locked. You just have to be careful. You are even lucky for 4 years, Dev hasn't racked. Maybe he's just a good guy. You know, sometimes it happens. Like you could be in a good project where the dev hasn't just racked, but there's a lot of money in liquidity. Yeah, what will happen in those cases is that he'll be cashing out little by little, but he's still maintaining that integrity, you know. XRP. Are you shilling XRP? Are you saying we should all go buy XRP? Yes, you can send USD to Penny Wallet, and you don't need BNB when you're using Penny Wallet. You know, if you're on Trust Wallet, for example, you need BNB to help pay for your gas fees. But if you're on Penny Wallet, you don't need that. They factor it into the cost. So when you are swapping, they just charge you higher because they are paying the swap fee for you. Okay. XRP 10x. Well, it's possible, but they need to pass some serious regulations for everybody to like jump on, you know, or for supply to drop massively to see that move in price. A lot of us can put millions of dollars in a coin, but it doesn't just pump a coin that has, you know, that high market cap already, because market cap is already in billions. So to see a 10x, that market cap has to make a times 10. So if it's, what's the market cap for XRP? Let's check right now. Market cap for XRP. XRP market cap is what? 166 billion, right? Now, given that supply is still fixed, this would have to move to 1.6 trillion to make a 10x on XRP. That means that for XRP to make a reasonable 10x, okay, the supply of the coin has to drop from 59 billion to 5 billion to help XRP to make that 10x easy. But if not, then we have to wait for 1.6 trillion market cap. And I feel that XRP will move, but it's going to take a long time. It's not like the way we are all anticipating that XRP should move. It's going to take a while, okay? It will move, but it will take a while, like a long while, unless like something drastic happens. How about DRB? What about Bitcoin Hyper? Is it on Coin Market Cap? Bitcoin hyper. I don't know if it's on Coin Market Cap. Is it? Bitcoin hyper. Is it? Is it on Coin Market Cap? No, I'm not seeing it here. Maybe it's on Dex Screener. I don't know. Maybe it's on Dex Screener. Oh, I see people running ads on Bitcoin hyper. 1 month old market cap 371 million. Is it the one on the Solana chain? The ticker is called hyper, right? I'm not really seeing okay, the one I'm seeing here is it has about liquidity 352 million, and yet the last 6 hours only 2 makers on the market. I don't know if I'm looking at the wrong coin. I might be looking at the wrong coin for Bitcoin hyper. DRB, Digimon Rabbit. I'm holding a couple of coins. I'm holding a little over 2 trillion coins, which is like something small. I put in something small just in case, you know. Yeah. Can you see Penny Wallet being listed on Binance soon? Penny Wallet is a wallet. It's not a token. I don't know if you are talking about WikiCat, because WikiCat is in the Penny Wallet, DAO. So hopefully they should list WikiCat and maybe clear some 2 zeros. Can I buy Creep with my Binance account or wallet? No, it hasn't been listed on, unless I think there's a Web3 session on Binance. There's a section for Web3 coins. Maybe you might be able to buy it there, but as a main listing, it hasn't been mainly listed. But maybe the Web3 zone, you can get it. So I would say use Penny Wallet to buy your Creep coin and keep it. Or you can use MetaMask or Trust Wallet. XRP high price. Okay, we spoke about that. Please, I want to ask, when you say 10x, 20x, 50x, do you mean a coin of certain amount multiplying by 10, 20, 50 of the original price, just to be clear? Yes. Or is the same multiplication of the market cap? So a coin that moves from $3, a coin that has $3 and a market cap of 30 million, if we say a 10x, it simply means that the price is now $30 and the market cap is now 300 million. So that's what 30x means. It also means that, which also means that the money you have has multiplied by 10 times. Yeah, hyper. I don't know, the thing I'm finding on hyper here is not the accurate one. There are a lot of hyper on Dex Screener, and I'm not seeing the one you're talking about on Coin Market Cap. I typed in hyper, but I had other ones popping up. I don't know if I'm getting this wrong. Make Money says, on Crepe, are we loading bags? How much minimum is okay to buy in case prophecies come to pass? Well, if you have like $100 minimum and the prophecies come to pass, you could make like, because $100, you could make maybe 100x. That should be like 10K from $100. It's not bad. That's okay. Yeah, so you could look at such amount, like, even if you have like $50, depending on what you can afford, right? If you have 50 and you make a 5,000, that's insane profit. So it's still good. He says, LOL, I want to say WikiCat on Binance. Yeah, WikiCat, we are just hoping that it gets listed on Binance. That's a hope. All right. Tomorrow is Labor Day. It's a holiday here, so hopefully I should be online. Probably earlier, because I realize a lot of people are going to sleep. So hopefully maybe we can do, let's say if we can do 5 p.m. GMT 0, which will be 6 p.m. GMT plus 1, and it will be 8 p.m. for those on the eastern side. That will be a good time. We just have to come early. Yeah, you just have to come early and then join the live stream. Any final questions before we wrap up for the night? I know it's getting late, probably like 9 or 10 p.m. at your end. Any final question? Now, if you are new here, kindly... Oh, no. It's not too late to buy crepe. You can buy crepe coin. It's not too late. Yeah, it's not too late. It's not too late at all. Salami, yeah, thanks for your time too. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully we should do another live tomorrow. Don't forget 5 p.m. We have to look at more coins. Like I said, we saw a good one, which was stable coin. Based on the stats that we were checking, stablecoin looked like a good one, so we got in on it, and it's made what? It's made 20%, or more than 20% since I suggested it. Yeah. So it's made. Let's see. This is why I called it. I called it here. Somewhere around here. And then it's gone up. It went to 0.30 and 0.30 and 1.4. And I called it around 0.40 and an 8. So almost a 2x from when I called stable coin. Almost a 2x from when I called stable coin. It keeps going up and down, up and down. Yeah. Best app to buy Solana coins. You can use Trust Wallet. Just don't swap strange coins that appear in it. Or you can use Solflare, SOLFLARE, Solflare. Or you can use Phantom Wallet. Okay, so CryptCoin, Jerry, watch my video. It's right here on this channel, how to buy coins. I titled it as how to buy WikiCat and other coins. So that's the same technique. And I also have a short. Watch my short right here on this channel, how to buy CryptCoin. Elijah says, this stable coin, is it a midterm hold or a short one? It looks like a midterm hold. And midterm is variable, right? To you, midterm can be 2 weeks. Yeah. Another person, 2 weeks is very short. So long as you make your 50, 100% profits, step out. Yeah. I don't think anybody should be in a coin forever. Like if you make your 50%, your 100%, just step out. Okay. So CryptCoin, watch my short. I made a specific video for it. What that short. Suleiman says get Nano Ledger. Get Ledger Nano S Plus. Yeah, Ledger is also good. It's usually for buying more established coins that are already in the market that you can actually like keep in the cold wallet. So more established coins like the XRP, the Solana, XLM, those coins that have been around. I think you can even get Shiba on a Nano. Yeah, so get a Ledger. That's also good. Peter says, I'm new to memes. Yeah, that's where the real money is. All these coins we buy on the major exchanges, we're already late, so you can only make so much. Yeah, Baby WikiCat did well this morning. I posted it at dawn before I slept. When I woke up, it made like 2x or slightly more because I posted it I first called it at 110K market cap, 110K. And then when I slept and I woke up, it had gone to 400K. So from the time I called it to the all-time high, it had made about 3.8x. So let's say if you had put $100 in it, you could have made like $380 from $100. And $1,000, you make 3,800. So yeah, it moved very fast. For me, I think it's a long-term hold because if I'm going to hold WikiCat for the long term, I don't mind holding Baby WikiCat for the long term because it was the same. It was also created 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago. So if I'm holding this and I'm holding the baby, like I'm holding long term, right? Or if the baby moves very fast, and maybe clears another zero, I could take some profits, wait for the price to come down, and then I re-enter the market and then keep holding. But the guy that is running the baby wiki cat, I think he has a very solid track record in crypto. So I'm not shaking. I'm still holding the coin. Sometimes you want to look at the dev, the one that created the coin, or you want to look at the community. Like, do they have are they responsible? Is it a strong community? All those things can influence how long you hold a coin, you know. What's that? I wanted to ask about hodling baby cat. Baby wiki cat, you just mentioned it. Yeah. So baby wiki cat, I feel like it's a good long-term project. So long as the wiki cat itself hinges its value on it, I think I'm good. I'll hold it for a while. Yeah. Because if I could take a $10 to 1,000 with baby wiki cat, that's okay. Like, that's insane profit, right? By percentage. So that's cool. Yeah. There's a new token that looks solid. Which one? Are you still talking about baby wiki cat? Yeah. So guys, the stable coin thing is still moving up. Currently at 140K. Just exercise precaution. Don't never put in an amount you can afford to lose, so that you're always on the safe side. Okay. So it's if you haven't subscribed, just subscribe to this channel. If you are new here, Undervalued Crypto. Telegram, you can find us. Search for Undervalued Crypto. You can find us on Telegram. And then on WhatsApp, the name is Undervalued Crypto as well. Or just click the link in the description. The WhatsApp link or the WhatsApp channel has the link in this description. You can find it there. I believe I put it there. Peter says the name of the coin is Mew. The name of the coin is Mew. Memecoin. You're saying this on Kraken, yeah? Kraken, Memecoin. I haven't heard of it. Is it relatively new? Is it relatively new? Is it new? Suleiman says you are not sharing Moon today. Moon. Oh, we spoke about Moon, right? I haven't even checked the chat. We spoke about Moon yesterday. I think I mentioned it on the live stream, but I haven't even gone to check the chat. So let me quickly check the Moon chart and see how well it's doing. Yeah, you're welcome. So Walter is asking, what is the difference between a coin and a token? So something like Bitcoin, Ethereum, they are coins, right? But a token is built on a coin. For example, if I build a WikiCat and it's on Binance Smart Chain, WikiCat is a token. But BNB is a coin because BNB has its own native cryptocurrency, right? Yeah. So if you are building on a certain layer or a native cryptocurrency, that's a token. So what coins do you recommend for a newbie who wants to invest like $30 to $50? I would say get Creep, get WikiCat. Maybe split $25. Or you could do 15, and then it leaves you with $10. And then $10 you could get one risky play, maybe Baby WikiCat or Digimon Rabbit, or $10 could get Which other coins, audience, which other coins could he buy with the $10 that is left? Mm-hmm. Which other coin can you buy with the $10? Yeah, Suleiman has answered it. BTC and Ethereum are examples of a coin. Yeah, coin have their own independent blockchain, and tokens are using other blockchain. Yeah. Okay, so I'm reporting this guy for hate speech. I don't know why he. I don't know why he's doing that. Okay. BNB Tiger supposed to run. Yeah, I also hear it's supposed to run. Let's see. You could also try BNB Tiger for $10. Yeah. So that's basically it. I appreciate you guys for joining. If you haven't joined the Telegram, Undervalued Crypto, just search for it. Or WhatsApp, you can use the link in this video description. I think I've put the WhatsApp link there. If you haven't subscribed and you want to keep joining our sessions, you can subscribe and then stay in touch. So, and lastly, if you haven't joined our X handle, you can also join us on X. The name is still Undervalued Crypto, where we talk about crypto currencies before the moon shoot. Okay, so thank you so much. We had an average of about 40 to 50 people watching this live stream, which I must say I'm impressed. So thank you so much. Talk a bit about the World Liberty Finance Project. Maybe after the launch, we will go live. What time is it launching tomorrow? Guys, what time is it launching tomorrow? I think we should go live and talk about the World Liberty thing. $10, the last one, Digimon Rabbit. And then someone was also suggesting BNB Tiger. Someone was suggesting BNB Tiger. Yeah, BitGet, I heard in the UK, you can't access BitGet. So you want to use some other wallet, trying to buy the pre-sale. Is the pre-sale also on Bybit? Those in the UK, do you have access to Bybit? Let me see. Does Binance have a pre-market? I mostly use my BitGet, so I don't. It's been a while. I meddled in my Binance. Yeah, Binance offers a pre-market service that allows users to buy and sell tokens before they are officially listed on the spot market. So try Binance, okay? Try Binance. That's what it says. Binance says they have a pre-market. It says log into your Binance app and then tap trade spot and then tap on the trading pair to search for pre-market pairs. Okay, that's what it's saying here. So when you Google, does Binance have a pre-market, you'll get instructions on how to buy any pre-market coin. Yeah, World Liberty Finance, maybe after the launch, we will come here and then talk about the coin. I know a lot of people are interested. Binance is not in UK. What do you have in UK? Do you have like Gates.io? What exchange is popular in the UK? Do you, whatever exchange is popular in UK, I think that you can use that instead. You can use that instead. Edwin token can also be added. I feel like Edwin has had its hype. I feel like Edwin has exhausted the hype. I don't know. That's what I think though. Maybe it might pump again. But I don't know what do you guys think? You're not allowed Binance in UK. I know that Binance, even though it's not a US based, company, like it's not like it wasn't allowed in US. They opened US Binance. I don't know if they've also opened UK Binance. I hope it's not too late to buy Foxino. Oh, Foxino price is down, so you can buy in now. Yeah, the price is down, so you can buy now. The people that bought very early cashed out this week, so the price is down, and you can buy back in Foxino. Yeah, you can buy back into Foxino. Foxino made a 4x from the time I called it. You could also check. We have a track record on our WhatsApp channel. Join the WhatsApp channel, don't forget, and then Telegram, Undervalued Crypto. Yes, you're welcome. Even the $10 bonus, you're wondering what to put it in, you can put it in Foxino. Will I buy WLFI? No. We might just talk about it, but I don't see myself buying it. Yeah. I don't see myself buying it. I saw pre-market was around 36 cents and it went up to 40 cents and then 45, I think. But sometimes if the coin has too many people waiting to buy, I don't want to buy because the pressure gets intense and you might mistakenly buy at the top. Right? Like, also, there could be price disappointment because everybody say, okay, 40 cents, 50 cents. What if it lists at 2 cents? Right? So sometimes when there's too much pressure on a coin about to launch, I don't get in it. Like the Trump coin, I didn't buy it. I don't have any political affiliations or disaffiliations, but I just didn't get on it because when it catches too much hype before it launches, if the hype comes when it has already launched, that's okay. But before launch and too much hype, I don't want to get into it because you might lose a lot of money. A lot of people are waiting to cash out, so it's not something that people are buying to hold. Like they just want to make money tomorrow. So yeah. If you haven't subscribed, kindly do so. Let's go live tomorrow and talk. We're going to talk when the coin, what time is the coin launching? Please let me know. World Liberty, what time is it launching? What time is it launching? What time is it launching? Who knows? Okay, let me just Google. What time is World Liberty Finance launching or listing? Okay, so World Liberty Finance, which is the WLFI, it's a DeFi project with Trump family ties. It will be listed on the global exchange LBank at 13 UTC, which is 1 p.m. On September 1st. So I might have to come either earlier or maybe I could still come afterwards. Yeah, because if the price is like has moved a little bit, we can have something to say and give comments on our observations. So let's do Solana based tokens use Phantom Wallet or Solflare, SOLFLARE. That's what Walter has written there for you. All right. So don't forget to join the Telegram page and the WhatsApp group as well. And I will take it from there. A lot of people chatting on the page. Okay, thank you so much. This live has kept a little bit long. We have just 30 seconds to 2 hours. So I'm going to wrap up exactly on the 2-hour spot. First of all, I want to appreciate everybody that joined. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully we should have another session tomorrow. We will be doing the $10 to $100 challenge where everybody should get $10 USDT in their wallet. We're going to be trading either Solana or BSC coins, and we take it to $100. So I'll announce when we do that, and then we start. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you in our next session. Bye.